Hello everybody and welcome back to IMS. We are now in round 7 here at Qatar. I will have to apologise for the lower quality stream as I am trying just to make anything work for my Wi-Fi. 19 drivers on the grid today around a very technical circuit here. You've got to be very careful with how you take these corners as you need to ride the curves, but too much will lead to track limits and that is your lap gone. Palmer with a 22.4 first lap on the board. I know this drivers will be, it's not drivers, well, drivers especially, and other people in other divisions will definitely be watching these times as Poly 2,000 of a tenth behind Palmer with a 22.406. Now, as I was saying, drivers will be very much looking at these races from now on, as we now have an IMS fantasy. There isn't a specific channel for it, so in the server, if you give yourself the role, you'll be able to participate. It is free for everybody to use, but it definitely means there's some extra bit of pressure on these drivers today, especially some of the top drivers, because Division 1 is definitely a place where you can get a lot of points. From what I know, Palmer is one of the most picked drivers in fantasy. Bulldogger P3, just 1,000 quicker than Rizla. These drivers are so close to each other now. AQ a 23.0, definitely not what you'd expect them to be. Division 2 very much challenging at the top of Division 2 and Division 1 WODs, a 22.9, putting them in P5. Morero 23.3, just be ahead of Haas with a 23.4. With Newt rounding off the family drivers to set a lap time with a 23.4 as well. BP with a 23.1, jumps them just ahead of PolyTromp by a hundredth of a second. Still Hacko, Stint and Offline doing their laps. Offline cross the line. P through the 22.6, jumping ahead of Bulldog and Rizla, who were so close together. Hacko with a 23.9, jumping them up into P13. Now, OfflineKids is definitely a driver that a lot of people also have in their fantasy teams. Had a brilliant race at Spa, but was had a lot of stuff taken off for them due to lobby restarts. Hello Forrest, how are you doing? Welcome in Zorbs, Mako, Elias and Higosh, welcome in everybody. And I hope we have a brilliant race here today and that our Wi-Fi actually stays stable. Because the worst thing I want to happen is disconnect from the lobby. That is Artie, who is not a lap time, just behind the Alpine of Stint, who I believe has aborted their lap time as well. Now, a lot of drivers coming into their pits to put on some fresh soft compound tyres for their second or maybe even first lap. Rick, Stint, Ussh, Magnuson and Humble, who Humble actually has disconnected. I'll see if I can get them back in. All still haven't done a lap as of yet. Okay, oh no. that gave me a bit of a scare there. I do not have Humble at it, so I cannot bring them back in, sadly. Just make you get Humble to add my EA, that would be brilliant. Erion as well, not setting a lap time. 6 drivers, not setting a lap time. 5 of them in the lobby, 3 of them out on track. 4 drivers out on track so far. Hacko is going to be beginning another lap now, while PolyTromp is leaving the pit lane. Hacko, the Alpine is doing a lot to improve on their time. 5 tenths behind Newt in P12. Still, Qatar is a track where you can find a lot of time, especially if you try and push it to its limits. Tyre wear is definitely a problem though, especially if you want to feel the smoothest. Am I going to be comms for D4? Yes, I will be comms for D4. D2? Yeah, I'll be doing D2 as well, I think. Let me just... D2 and D4. I'm not sure about D2, I'm 100% sure about D4. I think someone else will do. I think you sleep then, but if I'm awake and they need me, I will do D2 as well. But D4 I will be doing as well. So let's see, drivers filing out of the pit lane now. Ussh, a top driver in the Cadillac, is looking to make another statement by jumping to the top. Alfie, just comment it all the time, bro. Oh, thank you. I do know. First, I'm not driving D2 anymore, especially at Qatar. You should see me at Qatar. I'm before. You comment it all the time, driving through the weekend. So, do you want to? I'll have Friday. Friday, I finish work, and then I have a league at 6. I have a 100% league at 6:40, which takes me to about Oh, there we go. Chocolate. Which takes me to about, I'd say, half eight, 9 o'clock. Then that's my Friday done. Saturday in the morning, I don't do anything Saturday morning, and then I've got a D2, I've got D1. I might also be doing Decision Zero here as well, maybe. Oh, no, that's not good. And then I'll also be doing Division Zero today. Then, oh, I just spun just to the final corner. Oh, no, that's unlucky. That's a purple sector 1 from as well. Rick invalidated their lap time. Magnussen, keeping with them. Hello, Gene. Yeah, so Saturday morning, don't do anything. Just relax after the 100%. Then I'm doing Division 1. I might do Division 1 next week as well. Then I'll have Division 0 this week. And then normally, instead of Division 0, I have a league, which is at 8 o'clock, 50%, which is a very nice league. Then morning, I used to race D2, I might commentate it from now on. Then I've got Division 4 commentary. Then I've got a break. Then I've got my league, which I race on a Sunday now. And then that's my weekend. So I do have some breaks. When we do so many leagues, don't promote them, bro. Oh, god damn it. Sorry. I haven't said the names. I didn't say the names. No names were said. Hopefully hopefully Ussh doesn't kill me. Yeah. I'm purposely not saying it. Okay. Yeah, I purposely will not say the names because that's just stuff. That's just 3 pound. That's just. I think I'd actually be killed for it. Magnussen beginning their lap time as well. Stint out on track to begin their final lap. AQ also on a lap now. Not on lap. Also beginning their lap time with Bulldogger just. That's not in front. Who's that? Is that an Audi? I genuinely can't tell nowadays. It's Newt. Oh, it is an Audi. Oh my god, my eyes. Do you drive an FES? I don't think I've heard of FES, to be honest. I don't think I've heard of that place. FES? No. I don't think I've heard of that place before, to be honest. Rick jumping up to P7 with a 23.0 just ahead of AQ, who is beginning their second lap time now. Morel as well jumping up to P9 with a 23.1 just ahead of BP, who is beginning their second lap time. No, Gene. Stints well being in lap time. Magnussen as well flying through, coming through sector 3 now. Palmer dives into the pit lane. They've aborted that lap time. Poly invalidated theirs. Offline. 5,000s down in sector 1, flying through sector 2. Watts as well invalidated their lap time. Bulldogger cross the line, does not improve. Rizla invalidated their lap time, doesn't improve. Did improve up to P7 with a 23.0 just ahead of Rick. AQ is a 10th up in sector 2. Might be some very lap. Mags and P7 with a 23.0 just barely ahead of Has. AQ now rounding the final corner. Will it be an abort? No, it will not be. To the line now. What will it be an improvement? Yes, it will be. P7 with a 22.8, jumping up into P7 now. A nice little buffer between Magnussen, who has just completed their lap time. BP improves to a 22. No, BP invalidated 22.9. Still keeping that lap time of a 23.1. Stint did improve. No, Stint did set a lap time of 29.4. Hacko improved to a 23.3, jumping them up into P15. Ussh still yet to do a lap time. With Humble as well, I believe, are back into it. Hello, Webber. No, hello, Webber's slow. Every year it's like... We're going to just jump on board with Ussh here as they are flying through. They might actually have to dive in and abort this lap time. I don't know if they'll have enough to be doing their second lap. To do a second lap. Alright. Oh, she actually invalidates. Wow. Looking at the timing. Ussh is really struggling around Qatar. One of the top drivers in Division 1. He's struggling. It's going to come across the line though. And a 21.4 puts him P3. Ussh is setting a very respectable lap time of a 22.4. Stint jumps into P4 with a 22.5. Smashing the 20. What was that? I think it was like a 24.9 they had just set. So Stint Also flying up the order, Bulldogger is on a lap time. By the looks of it, I might have just completed theirs as they jumped ahead of Offline with a 22.6. Offline with a 22.607. Just 3 thousandths behind the Ferrari. So you can see a lot of drivers into the pits now. Erion did invalidate their lap time, so it will not be counting. Ussh does have the fuel, so it's not like the right fuel. It's just deciding to take it a bit cautiously coming into the pit lane now. I swear yeah, it's Humble. I'll send Humble another invite. So, you can see all but two. There you go. Stint's gonna now run into the pit lane. So every driver is out on track. Wads doing a double out lap here. Really wanted to burn that extra fuel. You can't do quali because you join late. I forgot about that rule. I completely forgot that rule existed. Yeah, I completely forgot about that rule existed. Humble can't, Gene. Humble joined. Well, wait. Humble disconnected. Shouldn't they be able to do... They disconnected. They should be able to do quali. I mean, not... Like... They disconnected. Yeah, he DC'd with him before. I'm thinking, like, Humble disconnected, but they were in the lobby. I'm confused. No, they disconnected, so I invited them back in, but they still haven't done a lot. I think they must think they have a quali. They either have a quali ban, or they think the quali ban rule applies to them. Because from what I know, they were already in the lobby. Hello, Trident. Trident, you need to respond. Oh, actually, I can't say. That's going to fire before the start. So does that mean Does that mean it's too late? Sammy, so that means it's too late or something. Let me check the rules. Okay, thank you. Ussh still hasn't left the pit lane. Oh, let's see. Speaking of that, Ussh is leaving the pit lane now. With, I think that's Offline. Yeah, that was really wanting to create a gap. With Bulldogger just in front of him now. Swift has joined in the V-Car. That is a late join. That's a quali ban. I can 100% say that. So every driver, Humble is out on track, so they are doing a lap time. Something must have been going on. But every driver is now out on track. 19 drivers out so far. And Palmer, your provisional pole sitter, is only 2 thousandths ahead of their teammate. Poly, who is looking to take an upset on their teammate here, who Palmer was predicted to win this race. Poly predicted P3. Ussh, who's down to P18, and only was predicted to finish P2. This race predictor may just be a bit off here, and Poly is definitely going to make a statement to the people for Fantasy. Poly is, I think, around 10 million in-game currency less than Palmer, and yet they are 2 thousandths of a second behind them. This could be one standout performance. All the people who have picked Poly and all the people who have picked Palmer, because they will definitely be regretting it. Now Bulldogger as well, flying 6-1. A lot of drivers are going to be on their final flying lap for this qualifying session. Still a few yet to do a laps with. Will now receive a quali ban for this race for joining late. Humble has an Ussh. Their invalidated lap time was a 22.5. Now what will it be? Ussh has got RT Morero right in front of them, who is around 8 thousandths of a tenth. That's 8 thousandths of a second behind. Offline, 22.4, putting them onto the provisional pole. Now Palmer has to improve. Doesn't look like it though. 4 tenths down. I don't think this is improvement. It's a double out lap. Will he make the line? Yes, he will. 2 seconds left on the timer. Palmer just makes it in. Poly is up 2.5 tenths in sector 2. Can they carry this pace? Was into the pit lane. They've invalidated. Retired from the session. Bulldogger doesn't improve with their 22.6. Sugar should have Poly right now. God damn it. Poly! A 22.1 jumps them into provisional pole. Palmer's aborted their lap time. Palmer is not able to do their lap. Rizla, purple sector 2. Where will this put them? Palmer has invalidated their lap time. That means Poly's biggest competitor by the provisionals, where he's not able to do it. Stintswell also on a lap time. Rizla's going to be the first of the two to come across the line. PWJones improves to P8. Magson stays in P10. Rizla stays P4. What about Stint? Coming across the final corner now. Using everybody else they have to the line. Stays P5. Does improve though. Erion jumps to P9. Bulldogger jumps all the way up to BP jumps all the way up to P7 with a 22.6. AQ couldn't find the time. Has now run in the final corner. Was down in sector 2. Where will it be now? Rick does improve. Ussh with a 22.0 takes provisional pole. What a lap there. Can't improve. Rick into the pit lane. Humble ran in the final corner now. I think has a quali ban, as Sammy said, but they are still completing a lap time. P19 with a 24.0. Well, it doesn't really matter then. Swift actually did jump out on track. Good thing they didn't do a lap. Shoko should have a quali ban right now, I do believe. Well, they'd still have it. They didn't set a proper lap, and they'd still be ahead of Swift. So it's still pretty much a quali ban. I'll probably still get punished for it. Palmer loses out on pole by making 2 mistakes. Palmer definitely will not be happy with themselves as they are going 37 miles an hour. So your pole sitter today is Ussh after invalidating both of their flying laps. So no, yeah. Oh, he was a lap time. Okay, Ussh is the pole sitter here at Qatar, taking it by just over 1/10 of a second. What a lap there! Invalidate both of his lap times, if you can see. Oh, actually only set one. Only set one lap time, invalidated it, then goes and smacks in a 22.0. That's a brilliant lap there from... I kind of like... No, Audi almost got a last row lockout. Flip with the quali ban after joining in late. Poly P2, Offline P3, Palmer P4, and Rizla P5. That is your top 5. They are not separated by much. But Ussh taking a commanding pole position is very, very nice. You're going to have to see some... Palmer's really going to have to try here, starting multiple positions behind Ussh. But the strategy, I don't know the strategy around Qatar. Never raced it. And I don't think I will be in this game, especially because of how bad I am at it. Readying up in 2 minutes time. 2 minutes time, do not ready up now. People are going soft. A soft the play? I've got no clue. I mean, when I did Qatar, I was with a very basic setup. But time was really bad. Soft's really the play. It's a 50% race. So we've got soft, hard. They're just changing strats. Maybe. I've seen people just do that and just stay on them though. That's the thing. I mean, with Qatar having such a big gap between the walls and the track and the walls, you can't really DNF that easily. So it might be smarter to do the riskier hard medium play, because hard medium is quicker than medium hard. But the problem is, then if you do hard medium, you are banking on there being no safety car before you pit, because. Although one guy did pull off a hard soft. Oh god. Wow. Yeah. Hard medium is the quickest strat. The strats normally are on every track that I know, and for people quicker than me that I know, I've said it's medium hard or hard medium. Hard medium is quicker, but like I said, you're banking on there being not being a safety car. If there's a safety car, you're medium hard. You go into the hard to go to the end of the race. Simple. If you're hard medium, you're cooked, because if you're let's say 7 laps in of your hard stint, you can't take medium for the rest of the race. Unless you are the god at tyre saving, I don't think anybody could do that. So you really are either banking on there being no safety car by going in the hards. And at Qatar, it's definitely possible as long as nobody kills, as long as there's no big crashes and big everythings. You should be fine to do the hard medium because of how far away the walls are. But the problem is you're banking on people having no instances with each other, and mistakes happen. Someone might put too much throttle down, and you've just got a 10-car pileup. Like, that's the problem. You're banking on nobody making major mistakes. It's difficult to get one in Qatar. Just yeah, that's also good. True. That's also true. Yeah, it's difficult to get one in Qatar. It's difficult to get one. I mean, no. You could. I mean, if a few people, I think it's like 2 or 3 people lose their front wing, they're chucking out a safety car. Formation laps off. I forgot about that. We go to 5 red lights, and Ussh will take us off. Loss of wheel spin in that kind of there. Poly getting a much better start, but Ussh is able to get the power down very quickly. Rizla getting a much better start. Palmer as well getting a much better start than Offline. Going to send it down the inside. Offline really taking the slower line. Now going to have the inside line. Rizla being sent on as there's already a drive around. Erion sending it through up into P7 now. That's Newt off track there. Artie going too wide with Haz as well now. Bulldog are losing positions. AQ losing positions. HPJones off track. Rizla and Palmer going side by side now. Rizla does fly by Palmer down. Another yellow flag. That's the Aston Martin of Rick into the wall. Also an instant there with Artie losing multiple positions. Watson and Erion going side by side with each other now. Humble Leaf as well. Yellow flag being thrown on. Lots of drivers already making contact with us. Ussh is pulling away with it already. Poly sticking very close to. So we might just have a 2-way battle for the win here. Offline up into P3, getting pressured by Rizla. Palmer's got BP right on the diffuser. This could be a big battle here. Can we see tyres? Yep. They are. So Rizla is on the soft. Ussh is on the hard, Poly on the medium. It's a very, very mixed tyre hit. That's why Erion was got such a good start on the soft and medium combat tyres. That's why Poly was able to almost get the jump onto Ussh on those medium combat tyres. Overtake mode now being used by the Williams. Lots of ERS being burnt. Going to try and have a look to the inside and just flies on by Ussh. No defending at all. Offline also caught up a lot. It doesn't seem to be going for a move on to Ussh yet. Rizla is trying to use their softs while they can to jump ahead of Offline. They've got 2 hard runners in front. That definitely means they will have the car upset. Palmer starting on the hards as well. They are taking the safe strategy. Wads right behind BP, also looking to push hard. AQ is also on the softs. Rick Pitt, and I'm guessing that's going to be for a new front wing. Yes, it will be. Medium combat tyres being thrown on as well. So how will this race go on? Turn shift, please. Don't want people getting battery dead. I mean, I only turn off telemetry for Division 0 because I know Division 0 is like PSL type people. If you don't want it on, that's fine. And we get Poly already flying ahead of us. Those mediums are showing to be so much better. Oh, losing the car there, jumping them down into P18. I turned telemetry off quality for obvious reasons. Poly's checked out. Yeah, Poly on the mediums has checked out. Ussh may regret not going the medium tyres, but of course they will have. Ussh might do the softs to the end. They might do the grippy mediums. That's definitely a track limits warning there for the Cadillac. Swiss getting the first time penalty here in the V-Car. Already off track once again. Artie is right up the diffuser of them. Poly sits the fast lap of the race. Unsurprisingly, Rizla on those softs is going to look to get past as soon as possible. Ussh not burning much. Going to get double overtaken. Ussh flying down the inside. Rizla as well. Down the inside. Rizla also looking to get past Offline. It's 2 in 1. Offline has the inside. Rizla just trying to go for the switchback. Brilliant there. Putting the power down with those soft. They're going to have so much more grip and so much more confident. So while they have the tire set in their way, Offline they're doing some brilliant defending here. Rizla going to have a look down this. What is pretty much a 180-degree turn. Can't seem to get past though. You can see Offline definitely has the pace. Ussh being pressured by Palmer here. Palmer trying to take it around the outside. Going for a bit of a switchback now. Ussh is really losing out positions here. Started the race in P1, almost being brought down to P5. BP as well, also looking, just watching their teammate falling down the positions. Once though is in a perfect view of this, so is Erion. Stint as well, also looking to jump ahead. I believe we've got AQ right behind it on those soft compound tyres. AQ, Division 2, I believe, is leading the Division 2 Championship, is looking to try and improve on their position. Offline though has a 1.5 second gap to try and gain onto Poly, but the problem is that they are on those hard compound tyres. It definitely means they'll be in big trouble. Rizla though on these softs are looking to fly on by, coming into lap 4 now. Offline, late defensive move to the inside. Rizla doesn't care and says thank you very much, I'm taking it around the outside. Rizla with so much more grip gets the move done, and Offline has no chance of a rebuttal. Humble and Swift going at each other now. Humble getting past on the main straight here. Very nicely done. Now Palmer as well, right on the back of Ussh. BP defending hard from Wads. Wads is on those soft compound tyres. It definitely means something. Erion with that mistake massively off track there though. That's going to mean something. Stint as well, right up the diffuser with the McLaren. These drivers are so close together, little bits of contact, almost throwing the drivers off. BP really wanting to defend hard for their teammates. Ussh doesn't want to lose any more positions, especially not to Palmer, who is definitely a championship rival. Poly though flying in front, almost making the gap to 2 seconds now. Poly definitely trying to use their mediums to good use. Wads getting past Erion side by side, taking the inside. Oh, bit of contact with Stint there as well. Stint thinks they've got more pace than the McLaren, but can't seem to get past. Where's the carry these buns back to Poly? Rizla ties their ties, so Rizla's losing time if anything. Newt now the next driver with a time penalty. Give themselves a 3 second time penalty. Stint and Erion. Stint's off track into the gravel. Big contact there between Stint and Erion. That's going to be big problems for the Alpine as they drop all the way down to P18. Second week in a row this happened. Oh, I mean, that's the risk one going onto the hard compound tyres. Hacko also being pressured. Newt retires in the pit lane. As Humble and Hacko going side by side now, both on mediums. No tyre advantage to either of them. Hacko does stay in front very nicely. Rizla is gaining just a bit on Poly, but with Offline right behind, it means there's going to be big pressure. Oh, she's gone deep. Oh, that's not what I wanted to come down to the 108 degree turn. Ussh is gone deep. BP decided not to send it on their teammate, going for a nice switchback though, keeping a nice smooth. Ussh definitely does not have the confidence here at Qatar. Lost 5 positions since the start of this race. It's pretty much once a lap. They are losing a position. Ussh really going to have to want to push on if they want to catch back up to Palmer. Yellow flags, Rick. Big thing there is all. That's Newt's AI as well. Going off, pulling off track. Swift, another 3 second time penalty. Newt has now left the session after retiring in the pit lane. That's the 5th retirement of this 29 lap race. Offline isn't as close as I think they'd want to be to Rizla. Offline isn't able to get the move done. Palmer just watching behind. So all this goes down. My Darth pull off. Oh, I don't think I can read that, but still. So, one hell of a race going on here. Wads hasn't really been able to use this soft to the biggest of advantages. As Rizla said, somebody did a hard soft. So I'm guessing these people are doing soft hards. They think the medium and the soft tyre wear is pretty close to each other. So it's better to do the softs and have the extra grip. And then just jump onto the hard compound tyres. So I don't think anybody will be doing a soft medium unless we get a safety car. Well, actually, we will never see a soft medium because I don't think the mediums could last long, especially if there's a late safety car. Bulldogger, off track, coasted. That is definitely not losing 2 positions out there. Dropping down to P13. Now, Poly looking so confident here. Like I've been mentioning earlier, fantasy is definitely a thing, and that's why a lot of people might get a bit more worried about where they finish and maybe just finishing the race as well. Offline, Rizla off track, loses it down, and that's going to be a bit of wing damage as well for Mercedes, jumping down into P9 now, maybe P10 if PWJones has the overspeed, which it looks like they do, but not close enough to get a move. That is definitely not good for Rizla, as they are now going side by side with AQ getting sent off. Swift now retires in the pit lane as well. After getting that 6 seconds of time penalty, they have given up with their race. AQ already been overtaken by Rizla. That's definitely not good. But Offline now is leading the pack and has to try and catch up to Poly. Palmer's just got in a free position there. And as I was mentioning earlier, fantasy in IMS is definitely one thing. I think that a lot of people have picked Palmer for their fantasy, and I have as well. But I think we are all regretting not picking Poly. Poly was about 10 million cheaper. Yeah, they are showing everybody up in this race. But of course, they are on those medium compound tyres. They will die off a lot quicker than the hard runners behind them. Cadillac and Williams are so close together they might double stack. Wads tries to get past Erion, but can't do so. Now they've got Rizla behind, who Rizla knows they are the quicker driver. But with that bit of a mishap, he might just thrown off the flow. Swiss, such a pull, just came to impede Palmer, then left. Swiss impeded Palmer, wow. Well, we know he's getting a quality ban. Rizla, really being pressured by AQ. AQ doesn't want to let the Mercedes fly back past. Now, Rizla humble leaf as well, DNF in the pit lane, Audi driver out of the session. Now, we have both Audis and a V-Cup DNF to this race so far. PWJones being pressured by Has almost loses the rear there on exit. That's going to be a big problem. Their tyres must be too hot. Maybe their tyre pressures are all wrong. But as we go back up the field, Palmer is sticking with Offline, but not that easily. Palmer has not been close enough to get a move. Ussh hasn't been close enough to get a move on Palmer. Neither is BP. Erion has been falling off from BP. Wads is also doing the same for the McLaren. Wads, look at Wads and Erion's DRS. They are both pretty much got nothing. Wads off track, has to do a lift there to not get a track on this penalty. That's let Rizla get even closer now. Rizla with a massive ERS advantage, and now gonna have overtake mode while the Red Bull, from the looks of it, does not. Big dive there, and I thought it was a slide there. Was into the pit lane. Now gonna be the first driver to box for fresh tyres. As I'm guessing it'll be some hard compound tyres chucked on to this Red Bull. Yes, it is. Wad's gonna merge P16, and they will have to push hard on these fresher tyres if they want to have the advantage over the soft runners of Rizla and AQ. You can see though AQ being pressured a lot by Magnussen. Max can have a look down the inside, bit of a lock up there, but it gets the car stopped. That's a brilliant move from the Aston Martin. Rizla's going to be the next driver on the that they have their sights on, and those hards will have a lot more tyre wear. Oh yeah, you're gonna yeah, that's what I'm saying. I mean, Rizla, I'm guessing they saw the dude that you were talking about said that it did hard soft, and they're just gonna recreate it by doing soft hard. I mean, if the tyre wear with the soft is around the same as the mediums, it's gonna be like it means that you're gonna take the soft with the extra grip longer. But I don't know if it is. I think the mediums still have better tyre wear than the soft runners. Still, I've got no clue. You can't be questioning me about stuff, because I know people on PC, hearts are very level. Oh, thank you, PS3. See, PS3, there you go. Thank you, PS3. We're still earlier than ideal. Well, thank God we put Division 0 people in here, because I wish I was on like PC and I had like the graphic which tells me all people's tyre wear. That would be so nice if I could see people's tyre wear. That'd be neat. BP has dropped off hard though from the pack of 3. They must be struggling a lot more with pace or tyre wear. When PS Gross talks, we listen. Exactly. PS Gross was my old TP in my league. No name. My league. PS Gross was my TP. So I think I still listen to it. PWJones going past AQ. You can see these softs are definitely dying off. Has as well, also looking to get past AQ. Gonna try and take it around the outside. Oh, bit of a late move there. Has almost completely loses the car there. Offline with a 3-second time penalty. That's not going to be good for them at all. Offline in the Haas has now got a 3-second time penalty. And while everybody else around them does not, that definitely is something. Now, Poly is keeping a nice 2-second lead to the drivers behind, even on the medium compound tyres, as we begin lap 11 now. As Rizla dives into the pit lane. Now they're softer gone. AQ also dives into the pit lane. I'm guessing they're going to take these hard. They're going to go into hard and take it to the end. But what the progression is, will Wads get an undercut on these soft runners? Or was it better to go hard? Stint! 10-second time penalty and they retire from the race. Stint had such a good qualifying and is now thrown all away by retiring. They must have had something go on or a big incident, maxing up into P7 now. Getting past PWJones. Wads, will they get the undercut? Coming across start finish line, they will. Wads gets the undercut on Rizla and AQ. That is brilliant. Rizla definitely had the pace and the position over Wads, but after that mistake losing the rear, Wads now is in front after their pit stops. But the problem is they are on 2 lap older hard compound tyres, and Rizla will be on the prowess to get past. Rick as well still not retiring. Props to them. Wads gets a 3 second. That is definitely not going to be good for them as well. That's another driver with a 3-second time penalty. As BP is actually falling back so far that Erion has caught up and might now be in overtake range. Magson is pushing hard, as they are up 6 positions already. Ussh is the only one in the top. Is the only one in the top 9 to losing out on positions at the start of this race. Of course. Now PWJones into the pit lane as well. I think that is some mediums PWJones is on. More arty as well into these mediums. As I said, the mediums are going about the same as the soft. So Rizla and AQ taking that extra grip at the start will now maybe get the undercut on these medium runners. Wads domination made both fast. I love that. Never mind. It's like when you say something. I love when that happens. When you say something and immediately something else happens. Will Wads get the undercut on PWJones? Of course, Wads. Definitely, Rizla flies on by Wads. Wads not really defending much at all. Now Rizla will be leading this pack of hard runners who boxed. Arty will come out very far behind this lot, but they still will get an undercut on all the other medium runners yet to pit. Now, you can see that Offline is actually gaining on Poly. Those mediums are definitely losing a lot of grip now. But as I can no longer tell, anything with a 3-second time penalty, that's not what you wanted. Magnussen will definitely be loved to see in that though, as they are gaining on to the McLaren driver. AQ with a 3-second time penalty as well. One of the hard runners is now got a 3-second time penalty. Poly does dive into the pit lane now. Their mediums are done. Erion does also dive into the pit lane. Does Bulldog? No. Does Hako? Yes, Hako does dive into the pit lane now. Oh, big lock up there. Ellie. Luckily enough to get a 3-second, but Rick probably will have to box soon as well. Of course, they box slap on off those hard compound tyres. So that definitely won't be good for them. But where will Poly emerge? That's the question. Your race leader emerges P8. And now they are going to have to push hard to mitigate, to use this undercut so much. Rizla lost 6 seconds to Poly there. They now have a 6-second gap. They want to catch up to your provisional race leader. And Poly has 2 lap fresher tyres than Rizla. And 4 lap fresher tyres than Wads. Erion actually comes out in the pack of these soft runners who boxed early. So this will definitely be something wrong, but they have a 3-second time penalty. And with Qatar, there's the slightest of mistakes can give you a 3-second time penalty. Bulldogger in the Ferrari, yet to pit 12 lap old mediums. They're wanting the tyre offset in there, going their way. They are looking very quick though, right upon the diffuser of Haz. Haz is definitely struggling a bit on these hards. We've seen them lose the rear a lot in this race so far. Offline will continue to lead the race. Palmer really not looking to get past. I believe Ussh is actually gaining on to Palmer just that little bit, as Bulldog is still yet to pit. Bulldog is really stretching out these hards a lot longer than I think they should be, because every lap they stretch out these mediums, sorry not hards, they put more more advantage of the undercut. The people who pit box early with the undercut gets on them. Now, Wads out of ERS, Erion with a bunch of ERS going to use the overspeed to have a look down the inside, coming to turn 1. Bit of a lag there, looked like Wads turned in, gave me a heart attack then. As Erion does get the move done, nice and simple, with 4 lap fresher tyres than the Red Bull. It was done and dusted before the corner was even done. Bulldog, medium soft. If Bulldog can pull off a medium soft, I would genuinely... If it, you know what, I'd be so surprised if Bulldog could pull off the soft medium. What the PS with your regions? Can you ask why? Yeah, yeah, no, that's a good point. But yeah, exactly. Bro believes everything I say. Well, I'm sorry, but a lot. I mean, pretty much everybody in this Twitch chat is quicker than me, so I don't really have much to say. I'm smart in my own sense, but not when it comes to F1. Oh boy, days, that's a late call there from Bulldogger. What a late call there. They're gonna be... Oh, we definitely not going soft. I mean, medium soft is maybe possible, but I got no clue. Easy pen. That's a... I mean, unless I can't speak. That, unless someone get a report to me, cue with another 3-second time penalty. That's not going to happen until Poly already gets past Bulldogger. Now, where will Bulldogger emerge? He's going to be behind this entire pack. And PW will be in front of Hako and Artie, but won't be by much. Caught in 4K. I don't know if... Yeah, well, I still can't speak. Probably that if somebody reports them. If somebody reports them, they don't get a pen. None of you be snitching. Ussh. Is right up close to Palmer. Rick gets a 10-second time penalty. If their race couldn't be getting any worse, it just has. Rick got taken out lap 1, had to replace the front wing, and they've now retired. After getting that 10-second time penalty, I think that's completely fair from the Haas driver. Well, the other Haas, Magnussen, yet to pit on, is looking so confident. Poly, though, might be taking this win. Here, they've pulled into the 5/10s on Rizla. And gaining hard to this pack up in front. Ussh is actually gaining onto Palmer. Bit by bit, but Palmer is also gaining onto Offline. Rick's AI now leaving the pit lane. Which, hopefully, nothing gets up there. I don't think much happened there. I mean, I think ghosting is on. I hope, because I don't think it is. Wads with another 3-second time penalty. You got to remember, Offline still has a 3-second time penalty. I mean, everybody's on hard, so it's pretty easy to do this. So 2 drivers yet with a 6 second. That's Wads and AQ. AQ sends it down the inside of Wads. Wads looking for the switchback. They don't want to lose another position and try to take it round the outside. There's not enough space there, but that's a bit of a mishap on exit there for AQ. Wads does get the better exit. He's trying to look for a move, can't get it done. Magnussen now with a 3-second time penalty. That will not help the Aston Martin at all, especially with Haas behind Haas with a little bit of a lock up there. Palmer now dropped off a flight. As I just said, they were gaining. They have now fallen off a bit, but Ussh is as close as they have been previously onto Palmer. Palmer definitely has the pressure of a Cadillac behind them. I think Palmer, the tyres are either done or they're 1 warning away from a 3-second. Offline dives into the pit lane. Palmer doesn't. Ussh doesn't. Offline's going to have the undercut on the 2 in front. Does BP dive into the pit lane? No, they do not. Magnussen. No. Has. No. They are staying out another lap. This just makes Poly undercut even more advantageous. Offline onto the mediums, just as I thought. Now, where will they emerge compared to Poly? They're going to be behind, obviously. But how far behind? Offline was leading the pack. Might even be behind Rizla. Rizla is burning all they can. Will not be behind. They just see Offline take turn 1 in the distance. But 4.7 seconds they've got to try and gain back. Wads off track there. I think something's just happened there, which the camera angle just didn't show at all. But Wads has now gone back past PWJones. PWJones just sent it down the inside. Wads, remember, has the oldest tyres out of everybody who is boxed and has 6 seconds of penalties. This race is really not going the Red Bull's way. As Rizla is actually falling down just a bit from... What? It's a song? It better be. What the hell? So, Offline's already gained a 10th. On to Poly's Ussh and Palmer. Palmer! 10-second time penalty for speeding in the pit lane. Oh my days. BP also dives into pit. BP's got a puncture. BP has a punctured tyre. BP really has stretched these cars as long as they can go. And now Palmer with a 10-second time penalty. Poly just... if Ussh can't catch up to Poly, Poly has no competition. Offline will get the undercut onto Ussh and Palmer, but they both emerge ahead of Rizla. But Ussh still is trying to push hard. BP had a puncture as they came to the pit lane. BP really pushed those hard as much as they can. And now have 11 laps on these softs, medium compound tyres. 18, the Bulldog are trying to take it around the outside of PolyTromp. Can't seem to get the move done yet. Magnussen is disconnected. As I quickly try and get him back in. Magnussen, please don't communicate, stop. Oh, AQ sent it down the inside of PolyTromp. Do I not have Magnussen? I don't think I have Magnussen. I've got Offline. No, I don't have Magnussen added. No. Bulldog gets 3-second time penalty for that as well. Magnussen is going so slow. Do they have a puncture? I think Magnussen's AI is going so slow. I think Magnussen's got a puncture here. So not only is Magnussen disconnected, that is a puncture. Oh my days, this is not going well for the Aston Martin. There's Rizla and Erion going side by side. Rizla has got the older hardcore tyres off track there. Erion trying to leave space where they can. As you can see, Offline have already gained 7/10 on to Poly. Poly definitely he's going to have the pressure onto them. Now, Rizla's teammate has still yet to pit. They might be going hard soft from what I'm seeing. But Palmer will definitely be looking. Ussh has lost out time to Palmer and Offline, but of course Ussh has no time penalty, which definitely means something. PolyTromp losing now positions. There is Artie's now flown, just dived off track there. I don't know what's happened. Well, the Riggery. Oh, baby. BP. He still got hard when it's just in front of him, which definitely will put bullets in their eyes. But Poly now is having to try and use Palmer. Is definitely going to do the most terrorish. Keep Ussh behind from Poly. Has now into the pit lane. Ush is just falling behind. Ush doesn't have let me just turn on telemetry. Ush doesn't have overtake. He's got no battery and he doesn't have overtake, but he's got the fastest lap of the race. What is going on? Ush doesn't have overtake mode, which means they're going to have less regeneration, which just means that Palmer and Offline can pull away even more. So Ush needs to try and stick within a 10-second range of Palmer and a 3-second range of Offline while overtaking Poly. I don't think... Pardon me, sorry. Sorry about that. I don't think Ush is going to win this race. RT and PolyTromp go side by side. PolyTromp's flying off track there. Magnussen still has not added me, so I can't get Magnussen back into the lobby. But Palmer was now with a fast lap of the race on. They boxed. What's boxed? Wait, what? What's done a 2-stop? Wow. PolyTromp and Ward's crash being damage for both. Wards without Wards and his. Ah, that's why. Oh my god, yeah, PW just lost the wing. Oh my days. I love the camera work, just didn't let me see that. What's it? Well, yeah, like I was saying, Offline is ready. Offline, when he came out of the pits, was 4.7 seconds behind Poly. It's now 3.3. Offline is pushing this hat to its limits. Now, if you look at... Now, Offline doesn't have overtake mode. Palmer does. Ussh doesn't. Ussh is really struggling to keep up with the two in front of them. Now, good for... People insist on killing me when I don't kill myself. Well, let's just jump down to D4. Turn on all assists and just jump down to D4. Anyway, Ussh really is going to have to do something different with how they are racing if they want. Max is asking for an invite back. I don't have Max added. I cannot invite someone I don't have added. Like, I think my EA, I will... Wait, just... IMS. Sorry for this, I'm just quickly... Alright. I think I was just giving... Max to my EA. Thank you for that, gosh. Ignore, go back to the stream. Alright, back to the actual racing. Rizla has been overtaken by Erion. Erion does have a time penalty, but has the fresher tyres, so it's just a bit of an offset. That BP has not been able to overtake anybody as of yet, but they have mediums, and everybody in front is on hards, so this could mean something. Noted. So, Palmer is as close as ever to Offline. Palmer, even if they get past, I don't think they will get the overtake done on to Offline, but Palmer knows that Poly may hold up the rest of the pack to the Palmer. Maybe try and pull a testing a gap. Big lag there. As Artie now gets a 3-second time penalty. So there you go. Maxon has now added me. Apologies for this, people. Oh, no, please. Okay. Whoa. Alright. Alright, I'll check it in a second. Oh my days, why have I got so many? Okay. Palmer is very, very close to Offline now. Is going to try and have a look. Round the outside is going to have to be. Coming into turn 1, Offline takes a very, very defensive line. Palmer going for the switchback though. Looking very, very nice. Now going to have the outside line. And once again, really wanting to get this move done. It's allowing Ussh to catch back up. And Palmer is now up into P2 with Poly just in front in P1. Now quickly just get Max back in. Palmer actually now just lost time to Offline, and for some reason, did I not accept Magson's invite and friend request, or is he just not appeared on my friends list? Okay. 24 an hour. No. Yeah, no, I can't seem to find... Magson's just... So Palmer is actually losing out time. I think Palmer is actually trying to give it up with their race. Actually going to try and defend so Poly can get the win here. Definitely not what I was expecting. But with Poly doing the alternative strategy, it definitely means something. As was... well, I mean... It is cooking. Yes, they are P3 so far. But P5, sorry, but they do have a time penalty of 6 seconds. I thought it was only 3. Oh, that's not good. But luckily, AQ does also have a 6 seconds. So Rizla is looking very, very nice here. Now Palmer, of course, still at that 10 offline with that 3. Ussh will be finishing P2 as it stands. That's definitely something. As now you can see Offline really wanting to get past Palmer, but I think Offline might just be complacent with the P3. Or not by the looks of it. Offline burning. Palmer really taking the shortest line to turn 1 as they possibly can. Offline gonna have a sure bait to look to the inside. Breaks late, almost smacks into the Williams there. You can really see Palmer being forced to push harder than they'd want to. Erion and Rizla still going out with each other. Rizla doesn't really, just needs to be complacent. You forcing a move will just make mistakes happen and might lead to time penalties. If you stay behind the McLaren, that is a P5 guarantee because everybody in front is on mediums, which are the grippier, and they've got less laps on them. Now, Haz and BP are battling each other for P10. Well, the drivers in front are just they're still gaining on them, but they're not gaining as much as they could be if they were working together. Now, Magnussen, I still haven't been able to invite back because he's not appeared on my friends list. So, I will quickly put us on board with Offline. No. No, if I did that out all my days. Be funny. Would not be good, though. Context. Do we know if any of these are Do we know if any of these are what's it called, Magnussen's? This could be a win. No, the race is still going on. It's HB, not HB Offline, still looking to get past Palmer. I'm simply know if these are Magnussen's. If they are, please tell me. I know this one isn't, but I don't know about the rest. Somebody. Of course, I know Macbeth to Macbeth, but like, is Ferrari winning? Ferrari, no, not quite. Yeah, Ferrari's not winning. Alright, okay, if somebody just check what Magson's EA is. None of them are mag? Alright, thank you, Charlotte. Yeah, that's definitely not good. Ussh. We've got Ferrari 7 and 8, P7 and P8 right now. See, BP has gotten past Haz, but now they've lost time to Bulldogger. Bulldogger's right up behind their teammate. Bulldogger went for the big tyre offset, and they've got 4 laps on their teammate and Rizla. No, not that. Wads and Magnussen's AI are just battling out with each other now. We've got the best battle here right now is just 2 AI going at it with each other. Are you in IMS? Like, I just didn't ask that first. AQ with another 3 seconds. Wow, there's a lot of 3 seconds going along here. That's the wrong thing. 9 seconds for AQ. Wow. Oh, we got kicked. Sorry. PWJones with a 3 second time penalty as well. Haz and BP still going at it with each other. No command. Oh, actually, that's a good. Yeah, no command. That's terrible. Well, I mean, Ussh hasn't. It's not like Ussh has coded multiple bots. It's not like that's happened. Artie's actually hit for a fresh set mediums. Their tires haven't been able to go to the end. That is definitely not going to be good for Red Bull. Palmer is literally doing the defensive masterclass here, and Ussh knows if they don't need to worry if they stay behind. It's a P2 guaranteed. Can we see gap to leader? Yep. There you go. So Ussh is really not worrying about getting the move done. Neither is Offline. Both of them know if they stay ahead of Palmer, Palmer drops all the way down into P4. So it just means completely both Ferraris are now pretty much right by each other. Ferrari papaya rules. Ferraris just kill each other. Just battle. 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 Now, has all Big luck there. While BP right behind. Palmer still defending hard. Ussh is just taking their time. As you can tell. Really not trying anything. As Wads now gets a 3-second time penalty. So Wads is controlling their driver. Wads is retaking control. Well, I can't even add Magnussen as a friend. So I'm going to do one final check before the end of the race. See if Magnussen's actually paid on my friends list. Should be 25. Nope. Oh no! Alien's disconnected! Oh no! That's a good point, to be honest. Oh my days! Alien's disconnected. 2 laps to go. Charlotte, my Asian Division 1 chat, if you want to send it to them. My Asian Division 1 chat, Charlotte. Hopefully, Bulldogger can't catch up in time, but by the looks of it, they will. They are catching up rapidly. You can see Ussh is just watching the two in front battle. Got front row. Got front. Tickets is all! Aliens AI boxed! On the final lap of the race, they boxed! Oh my days! I can already imagine Charlotte's face now. So that is a P6 guaranteed for the McLaren to P11, and maybe even lower with HPJones and RT right behind. Days for wait, Has catch up. Wait, no, it won't be because Has and BP are here. Yes, it won't be Ferrari numbers. It won't be those Ferrari numbers. Yes. Now this is papaya racing. Can we just see pens once, please? Yeah. Just ask for pens, and I'll put them on. AQ's got 9 seconds. Bulldogger has got 3, but AQ will not. Will drop down below BP and Has. Just from that. Now, as Poly will win here at Qatar, Palmer will finish on track P2, but that will not be their finishing position. They will drop behind Offline and Ussh. Ussh takes P2. Offline with the final podium position. Rizla will cross the line to finish P5. P4! Oh, Palmer was too close. Palmer finishes P4. P5, Rizla gets the jump on him as well. Bulldogger comes across the line and AQ drops down to P9. Wow. Has and BP jumping out of AQ at the line, but Palmer wasn't able to push enough and Rizla was actually able to jump Palmer with that 10 seconds. Oh, cut! Oh, sorry, 6-9. Nice. I thought it was. And after the AI box finishes P11, RT actually does jump ahead of PWJones, coming across the line as Wads has spun it. The Wads are not getting lapped still. Right, well, I mean, if they spin again, Poly is going to lap them. Poly is right behind. Go on, Wads, I dare you to spin. I dare you. I dare you to spin. I dare you. Do it. 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 Oh my days. He gets a 3-second. Oh my days. Do it. Do it. Spin. 2 donuts. Do it. Can we get the Guinness records on the phone? Oh, he's into the pit lane. He's full throttle into the pit lane. Very nice. Wads. Very nice. Can we get the Guinness records? Guinness Book of World Records. Come, gotta join the IMS Discord, so we've got stuff for you. So, your winner here today in Qatar is Poly? Yeah, it is Poly, am I right? Okay, I love that camera angle. Is Poly Ussh keeping the car clean for 29 laps, even after not being the quickest on track, will finish P2. Offline in the Haas will take your final podium position, and Palmer wasn't able to push enough and dropped behind Rizla. in P5. I know fancy people will be so happy, especially the people who picked Poly, went for the cheaper option of the Williams pair. I know I'm not happy. Palmer, P5, after getting a 10-second time penalty for speeding in the pit lane. One hell of a race it was. What does take your fastest lap of the race with a 1 minute 24.01. 3 tenths quicker than any other person I could see. That was one brilliant race, and I will see you for Division 0 later on today. Have a good one.